Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. However I'm meant to pronounce it. People get very cross with me when I don't pronounce it correctly. And by people, I mean one specific person. You know who you are. Previously, we were still in Baldur's Gate. We robbed a museum, didn't we? I think. We robbed the museum of a telescope, handed it over to a person for a reward. And, oh, there's the museum, in fact. There it is. It's right there. We also rescued a dead child from the Umberly Temple and brought it to the guy so he could resurrect it and then tell the child off for being such a silly idiot. And now I don't know what we're meant to be doing. Probably going off to the Iron Throne main headquarters place to continue the main quest, I suppose. Oh yeah, and there's the Seven Sons Merchants League stuff for the guard captain or whatever. Oh, and the captive nymph. Maybe we'll do this next, actually. A mage named Ragefast holds a nymph prisoner, and we have agreed to liberate her for the mage Ramazith. Ragefast waits us at his home just northeast of the Hall of Wonders. Right, well, we're even in the correct district, so I think this is his place right here. Or is it? Yeah, it is. It's got a handy little sign saying it's his home. Alright. Our first stumbling block. Well done, Imoen.
Come, let's leave this place.
Now know thee well. I cannot let thee leave. We are meant to be together, whether ye know it or not.
Destiny or no, I'm not long for this place.
Destiny or no, as you put it, why should we care? What? What bandit dares enter the home of Ragefast? Identify your purpose here, that I might know what to put on thy tombstone. Okay. Oh dear. Well, we always have to pick the Dudleyest option, and that's probably option 1. Strong words, mage. Have you the will to back them up? I know not what has brought thee here, but 6 shall carry thee out. Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy. But haste wouldn't hurt, actually. You can get on that down here. Wonder Fear? Give it a try, although I'm not sure it'll really work. You know, switch to your bow and just shoot him. And Dudley, you just go at him like a missile with your speedy boots. We got him! That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Not yet. Lead in the morning. It will be better.
Alright, got yet another mage robe, an amulet, and a wand out of the bargain.
Destiny or no, I'm not long for this place.
My poor Ragefast. Like many humans, he could not understand the feelings my kind elicits. What of you, Saviour? I should like to believe that I am free, but your kind often does good things for bad reasons. What are your plans for me?
Dudley respects freedom. And he doesn't need the money at this point, so you are free by my hand, and none shall cage you again.
It will be good to feel the grass beneath my feet once more. If you would just release this restraining collar, I will regain a measure of my talents. I thought it only ornamental when you gave it to me. Please, will you help me? My gratitude is boundless. Please take this cloak made from my hair to remember me by. I doubt I shall seek the company of men for some time. Goodbye.
See ya. We got a swish cloak made out of nymph hair. Just kind of weird, honestly.
Idiot, grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
Anything else to loot in here? Just the bookshelves, looks like. Empty, really. Doesn't look empty. Look at that friggin' telescope. Like, Okay, I'm confused, because like the museum, they were all like, oh, look at this amazing invention called the telescope. It's like has never been seen before in the realms. And then literally in this dude's fucking house next door, there's like a telescope that's powerful enough to go look at other planets. Like, what? Excuse me? Okay, whatever you say, game. Sorry guys, I'm just my what's happened here with my keyboard? Oh, the stand end, like little legs on the end of my keyboard. One of them had folded away by accident, so my keyboard was all wonky. I do apologize.
That's what's important.
Alright then, well, that's... You know what? I think there's a little garden down here we've not actually had a look at yet. Let's have a little poke around, see if there's anything interesting here. Oh, no, it's just walls, okay. And then these two. Random commoners. Random commoners. And a bunch of nobles surrounding a boy. What's the deal with this? Mom said I should not to talk to strangers. I asked her what that meant. She said anyone who looks stranger than your relatives, except Uncle Sue, I guess. Who are you people, though?
No time to chit-chat.
I have vested interest in the Seven Sons trading, Costa. It upsets me to no end how much they've lost in bandits over the past few weeks. I hope my daughter makes... Oh, sorry. I hope my daughter makes it back to the city. The bandits have been so violent recently. From what I've heard, the new man with the Iron Throne Sarevok is an unmarried man. I plan to change that.
A man shouldn't speak to his better unless...
As a man of distinguished lineage, I rarely stoop to the common events of the peasant. I doubt that there's anything I could tell you that you would find useful. Sorry, friend. Okay. Well, I don't know where the dude is that gave us this quest. Haven't a sodding clue. I mean, not that it really matters, I suppose. We don't really need to go back and tell him that we let the nymph go. He'll just get mad. Which I suppose leads us to... Yeah, all this Iron Throne business. Means we need to go find their headquarters, which I forget exactly where it is. I think it might be down in that little corner of the map there, so... I think we have to go to here first to get to it.
All that matters is that two stood against
Oh wait, no, hello. There's the Iron Throne HQ. Maybe the Seven Sons compound is somewhere else then. I thought they were the same place, but... kind of looks like maybe they're not. Let's go check out this last quarter of the city. Just before we decide to go in there.
We shall see. Destiny or not.
I see, okay, so here's the Seven Sons, right, alright. I thought they were the same place, but I guess not. City exploration goes a lot faster when you've got Dudley and his speedy boots around. Flaming Feast. The Flaming Feast headquarters. That's not a place that Dudley wants to be in. Who's this guy?
You! PX would speak at you, but his
Good heavens!
so.
I think it's a recruitable NPC of some sort. Thou wouldst presume to speak to Tiax the Great? Thy bravery is oddly tempered with foolishness. Still, Cyric has decreed that I seek out the services of one such as thyself. TX himself, myself, will aid in your quest. In return, when the time is right, your might will forge the way for my ascension to power. Do you accept this honor? I rather think not, you demented little man. What? Fate decrees the world to thine hands, and you flout her as a common wench? Are ye cupshot? Mutton-headed fool, you and your natty lads will be fallen away from a horse load to a cart load with it, whilst TX puts the world to bed with a shovel. 'Twill be a squeak for your life, then, ye Duke of Limbs. Stir ye your stumps and be gone. Fucking what? Loony. You're a loony. We've done a little circuit of the castle thing. Very nice. Well, that pretty much mapped out. Oh, no, we've missed some. The rest of the party's just scattered out all over the place. Dud's like, got places to explore, people to see. Not waiting around for the rest of you. Merchants League estate. Okay.
Leave me alone, you're mean.
Okay, whatever you say, kid. Did I accidentally click on him? I might have done. Oh, 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 is there anything in the fountain? There is an aquamarine gem in the fountain. Oh my god, Dudley, why? Why on earth did you decide to go all that way around? Baldur's Gate 1 pathfinding. It is amazing. And by amazing, I mean it's horrible. It'd save you a lot of trouble if you had sort of almost like Command and Conquer style movement lines when you gave a command. At least that way you'd be able to see ahead of time which way the game wants to send the character. Alright, let's head in.
Yes?
What could I do for you? It's a good question, actually, mate. I can't remember exactly where it is I'm here. We wanted the tour. Unfortunately, I can't grant any of your desires, so could you kindly leave? Not until we get to see Jatho. I don't know where he is. He's been missing ever since everything went strange. I've seen some of the other merchants change faces when they thought I wasn't looking. Yes, you heard me right. They changed faces! Some sort of shapeshifters have infiltrated the Seven Suns. If I were you, I'd get out of here while there's still time. That's what I'm planning to do. That escalated quickly, didn't it?
Let's waste no time.
So you've come to visit the Seven Suns, have you? Yes, I've got your face now, but not your name. I am Fulio Dysplasius, destroyer of the Seven Suns. Rawr! Have your jest then. It will make more Fulios than you to destroy the Seven Suns. You're not going to fight us. Okay, we're just gonna wander on upstairs then.
Come, let's leave this place.
Nothing for you here.
I love that the merchants are all fat. Because it's a fantasy RPG, and that's just how it is. That's how this works.
You will remember if we were good men or bad.
Nothing for you here.
Still, you pestrous, you have no shame? Explain yourself. If you be merchants, as you say, would you not then be eager to sell your wares? We sell to those who have the money to buy, not adventuring paupers such as yourself. Adventuring paupers, is it? Do you have any conception of how much gold I actually have, dude? Pauper? Impertinent? What? Dudley, we must teach these fools a lesson. I quite agree, Viconia. Do you seek the truth so earnestly that you would lose everything? The truth is, I will risk everything, but I shall not lose it. You are no merchants, and I am no fool. Should now show your true faces that I may know them. Nay, you are wrong on both counts. You are fools even to be here, for we are indeed merchants, though not of wares you would be familiar with. We are merchants of faces and names, merchants of identities, merchants of skin, even when the flesh it contains is so much rubbish. We are doppelgangers, and for a skin pittance, we sell fools their deaths. They want to eat us! What kind of vile creatures are these? And they want to eat Boo, too? No! Minsk shall crush these things, so that hamsters everywhere can be at ease, knowing that Minsk and Boo watch over them. Eating hamsters? Why? You have more flesh on. Get him! Alright then. Thanks for the gemstones. Oh, we can go, there's a bit we can go into there.
Enough talk.
Minsk leveled up! Whoa, hello. Death scream on these guys. Amazing. Minsky boy, you've leveled up, me laddie. There we go. Proficiency slot. What do we want to put it in? Two-handed weapon style, I suppose. Speaking of which, speech back to your two-handed sword, sir.
Grant me one request. Grant me revenge. That's what's important.
So these sprites are what the Vermine and Tamara rebuilt reminded you of? I see. Well, yeah, no. As I've said before, Vermine are from Battlespire, aren't they? So I don't know whether that came out before this or not. This probably came out way before Battlespire, actually, now I think about it. And if you do not listen, then to hell with you, yes.
Then to hell with you. All that matters is that two stood against many.
Well, you'll get naught from me this day, not a cry of pain or the knowledge in my noggin. Get away from me, shapeshifter scum. Yeah, we're here to rescue you. We're not the shapeshifter you speak of. We're friends sent by Scar to see what's been going on here at the Seven Suns. Who are you? You know Scar? I'm Jasso, a friend of his and the owner of the Seven Suns. You have to help me get out of here. You can find your own way out if you're really Jasso. Alright then, that's just what I'll do. Oh, I thought maybe it might be a trick. Oh, I can't resist. Adventure attacks. Gotta pay the adventure attacks. If you wants to get rescued. Damn it, running out of inventory space here. It's very annoying. Gosh, I wish we had a gem bag.
shall see. Destiny or not.
Yeah, it's just there's the one gem bag, and it's the one that Nera has, and unfortunately, I told Nera to bugger off, so we can't get it.
Come, let's leave this place.
This is Laula Axehand, apparently. You there! Before you go causing any more trouble, I must insist that you seek an audience with Scar if you haven't already. Thought we'd already spoken to Scar, if I'm honest, but, alright. If he wishes, then I will speak with him. Where is he? It is wise for you to seek the sanction of the Flaming Fist. Scar awaits you within the Flaming Fist headquarters in the southwest quadrant of the city. Not the Flaming Fist! Ugh. For some reason, the game continually pesters you to go to Scar, even if you already have. I see. Oh, it's a bug then. It's not me just misremembering things. It's so hard to tell sometimes.
Lead in the morning. I am a man of my word.
I am glad to see you have returned. So what news do you bring me? We didn't learn anything, sorry. Dopplegangers had taken over the many the higher levels of the Costa. The monsters are all dead now, slain by us. You've slain some doppelgangers? Fantastic. I suppose Laula has already lectured you on the difference between sanctioned and rogue actions, eh? Well, you and I know these things can't always go by the book. Did you come across Gesso? Is he alive? Alive and well. Gesso is back in control of the business. I'm impressed. You're as good as your word, and obviously very deadly in your work. I'll give you the wage you deserve, triple our original agreement. I want to keep in touch with you, especially if the Iron Throne is up to what you say it is. I have another job you might be interested in. You'll be well paid for your services. Care to hear more? Mostly just want to be well paid in experience points, actually, at this point, mate, but alright. We are always interested in more work. What does it entail? The problem is this. Every night people have been disappearing from the streets of the city. That's probably because they've gone to bed, mate. My men have been scouring the city trying to find the culprit, but so far to no avail. People have begun to get scared, and very few are willing to leave their homes at night. Something has to be done, and quickly. Would you be willing to take the job? I'd pay you 300 gold in advance with a 1,000 gold bonus if you discover what's been happening to the disappearing citizens. What do you say? We agreed to your terms. Your job is really simple. All I want you to do is patrol the east of the city and find an entrance to the sewers. Perhaps you'll get lucky and find out what's been happening. If you do find out what's been happening, come to see me at the Flaming Fist Barracks. Our only clue so far has led us to the sewers, so if you want to explore them first, it would probably be a good idea. Also, we found tracks of some many-legged creature. Perhaps a centipede-like monster. Okie dokie.
Grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
Alright then. Well, investigate the sewers on the east side of the city to find out why people have been disappearing there. Good old-fashioned sewer quest, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it. I'm just gonna wait for the rest of the party to catch up. Ad break in progress. Oh, so many ad breaks these days. I'm gonna have to change the settings. They'll penalize me for it. Twitch will pay me less money if I lower the number of ads. Like they cut the revenue share down. I mean, is what. Obviously, you get paid less if there are fewer ads, but they also cut the revenue share if you have below a certain number of ads per hour. And I'm starting to think I might just have to do it, honestly, because fucking annoys me seeing the little purple ad break in progress thing coming up on the thing, let alone for you, those of you who actually have to watch the stupid ads. We hates it, Precious. We hates it. Anyway, east side of the city. There's a lot of bits of the city that could be described as the east. I guess we'll start at the entrance.
No one, not even you, will remember if we were good men or bad.
Not seeing anything sewery around here. It's like watching TV, except worse. Yeah, exactly, because you don't... It's not an ad break, it's just an ad playing on top of the program that's running in the background. It's like if instead of, you know, you having an ad break in the middle of an episode of The Simpsons, you just have an ad that plays over the top of the episode of The Simpsons. You miss out on everything that was going while the ad was there. It's a really shitty system. Ugh. Oh. Olgoth's beard is up there, apparently. Don't know if I... That's all the Tales of the Sword Coast stuff in it. Of course, there's plenty of other places we've not been to yet either. I mean, there's like Firewine Bridge ruins. Durlag's Tower's around here somewhere. Are we really that close to the end of the game? I feel like we're not that close. If you factor in the side stuff that's worth doing, I don't feel like we're that close to the end at all.
That's what's important. All that matters is that two stood against many.
Oh yeah, this is the weird alleyway, isn't it? I forgot about this.
We shall see.
Is there like a sewer entrance up here somewhere? God dang it, man. I feel like I remember finding a sewer entrance somewhere around here at some point, but not in the east of town, admittedly.
Let's waste no time.
Entrances don't show up on the map. I know they're not showing up as pips. I mean, I'm checking the pips anyway in case they do, but I'm also just sort of looking at the map and thinking where their manhole covers at. Why are the sewers so difficult to access in a city? This seems weird. There should be manhole covers all over the place.
Come, let's leave this place.
Whee! Look at him go. Oh my god. Yeah, there it is. It doesn't highlight when you press tab. That fucking irritates me in the extreme, but never mind. They are there. Well, I mean, there's one, but you can't click on it. Ooh, first person. It's like we're playing Thief. Be prepared for Dragonspear to feature unhighlightable interactions. Oh, great. Cover your nose, boo! This place smells worse than the lodge. After a 3-day feast, I know. Did Minsk already say that? Yes, Minsk, you did. Well, it does, really. Sewers, boys and girls.
Ever get in here?
Eat in the morning.
It's
Will be better.
whoa, teleporting spider. Yep, it's a face spider, in fact. Give me Baldur's Gate 2 flashbacks, this. Good old sewer level. Baldur's Gate 2 and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, for that matter. I assume Baldur's Gate 3's probably got a sewer level in it somewhere. I feel like Larian would have failed in their duty if it doesn't. I really want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I really do. I have to. It's not that I'm not enjoying this, but at the same time, there is a part of me that is really suffering from get there-itis at the moment because I really, really just want to play Baldur's Gate 3. I watched a bit of Verex playing it recently. I decided I wasn't going to be quite so strict about spoilers anymore. I decided to just sit down and watch V play a little bit of it halfway through the game, free of context. And I really liked what I saw, I have to admit. It gave me massive Neverwinter Nights 2 vibes. And I loved that game. Love Neverwinter Nights 2. Am I paralyzed? Dudley has been paralyzed. How irritating. You could play both. No, I don't want to, though. I want to be able to judge Baldur's Gate 3 properly by having finished the original games. Because if you're going to call a game Baldur's Gate 3 and not some brand new title, I feel like on some level it needs to be judged as a sequel to Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And I can't do that until I've actually finished Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Just don't do Durlex Tower sort of stuff. Yeah, but you gotta do Durlex Tower, man. That place has a reputation. It's like a bucket list item. Oh, we left Dudley behind. Oops.
Tell me what. Grant me.
It's alright, he can catch up incredibly quickly.
Grant me.
Not yet.
That's what's important.
Alright, that leads to a new area, so let's backtrack down here first. Definitely do Durlex Tower, even if it's a bit annoying. Uh-oh. I don't deal very well with annoying. As you may have noticed when we played through Daggerfall. Who did they paralyze this time? Yeslik. Okay. Alright, laddie. Just hold still. Prepare for a chest section in the tower. Sounds interesting. But yes, Baldur's Gate 3 totally reminds me of Neverwinter Nights 2, and also a little bit of Dragon Age Origins as well, so it's very much my wheelhouse. It's my jam by the looks of it, and I'm super looking forward to it. The only thing that I have a bit of a question mark about is how much I'm going to enjoy the turn-based combat. Because I mean, normally I do enjoy turn-based combat in games, but I am concerned about how long it will take. Because I have heard combat encounters in Baldur's Gate 3 can take fucking ages.
Yes, and it always will be.
All that matters is that two stood against many.
And I'm getting used to the whole real time with pause thing with this. Alright, we've got an Ogre Mage. So, some puny surface dwellers have come to their death. It'll just be extra treasure for my collection. My pets have been causing much anguish in your surface realms, haven't they? They've been so useful at collecting the surface pinklings. My pets use the flesh for food, and I get the petty treasure. My pets, kill these intruders! Why does the ogre mage look like some kind of samurai? Oh boy. Okay, there's quite a lot of you, isn't there?
Singer, give me power.
Whatever they need.
We just get a cheeky fireball off over here without roasting most of the party.
What are you need?
All, sir?
Turn off.
Well, we've successfully scared the crap out of most of them. Come on, Dudders and co. Oh, Dudley's been immobilized. That's annoying. Never mind. Nobody die. Dying is not allowed. Going after the thief is also not allowed, Mr. Cave Crawler. Carrion Crawler, whatever you are. What are you guys doing? Why are you insisting on attacking at point blank range? Stop it.
You need only ask.
So it'd be really handy to have Dudley available right now because he runs way faster. And why has everyone switched to a fucking sword? God damn it, what is going on here?
What pleases you, Crom? No one. Enough talk.
Oh my god, they're just going off way into the arse end of nowhere. Forget it, whatever. Let them go.
What do you want?
Let them run.
Destiny or not?
Oh, I see. Right, I get you, Django. Like those evil Japanese demon guys. What are they called? Onis or something? I don't remember. I remember them being basically a playable faction in one of the Dominions games. I see. That's what they were going for with it. Right, makes sense, I guess. Mostly I remember ogre mages being just looking like ogres except being blue. But I think that might have just been a Neverwinter Nights thing. Shrek, but blue. Then again, it depends, because like later, like 3rd edition D&D ogres, they have a very specific kind of look to them, don't they? They don't look big and fat anymore. They have the sort of they've got a weird neckbeard thing going on. Actually, have a model D&D ogre, which I painted up to use as a Warhammer miniature actually in my Chaos Army for Age of Sigmar. It's one of my favourite little models, that one actually. It's not actually a proper D&D mini though.
Crush your enemies.
Oop.
See them driven before you. Tell me what I must do.
Spider. It was one. Does anyone remember the Dungeons and Dragons board game? This might be a UK only thing. I don't know if it was done in the US. Oh my god, he's been poisoned. Ugh. Dinah, you can fix this, right? There we go.
It is, and it always will be.
Give me power.
Anyway, I had a copy of the Dungeons and Dragons board game from years and years ago, and it came with a bunch of actually really quite nicely sculpted miniatures for use in the board game. And I decided to paint one of them up and use it for Warhammer. And it's one of my favourite models, actually. Do you see the new Fireslayer warband? Yeah, they look pretty cool, don't they? I have to admit, I like them. Hope for the future of the faction. Yes, I know. Tell me about it, man. The only reason I don't collect Fire Slayers is because their roster is so extremely limited. I really wish GW would get off their asses and expand them a bit as a faction, because I think they're seriously cool otherwise. Official minis. Well, Humbug says like, yeah, my Chaos Army for Age of Sigmar is like only probably about 50% official minis. I basically just went around collecting off of eBay all sorts of just random like generic fantasy baddies, and I ended up painting them all in the same color scheme and turned them into a Chaos Army for Age of Sigmar. Canst thou tell me of thy childhood, Imowen? Huh? Oh, not much to tell there, ma'am. I was orphaned early, and a good man Winthrop took me in. Good but boring, but I'd still be working in his inn if he hadn't run away. Huh, that was fun. Except, of course, for Gorion dying. Thou wert a friend to Dudley? Yep, funny sort he is, but I knew him for as long as I can remember myself, and in the end, he isn't all that bad. Funny? What does thou mean, funny? Oh, I mean that 8-foot tall, 8-foot tail Dudley has. Tail? What kind of tail? The blue one with purple stripes. Come on, Dinah here. Don't you understand I'm joking? Thou wert joking? Nevertheless, what didst thou mean by Dudley being funny? Oh, I don't know. I guess I meant that he's fun to be around. Hey, why are you even asking about me and Dudley? 'Tis good to know thy companions, Imowen. Aha. Maybe you can tell me of yourself. And how old are you? What does your name mean? And why do they call you a witch? And why did you come here to the Sword Coast? Time hath run short for talking now, Imowen. I shall tell thee more of myself some other time.
What do you want?
There's Dinah here, I think has a little bit of an agenda. She's not being completely honest about.
Come, let's leave this place.
Yeah, it annoys me, Cruxus. Totally, because like Fire Slayers are great, but they're not really an army. They're more like a concept. They're like it's like 2, maybe 3 model kits. They're like a proof of concept that somehow ended up actually getting sold to the public, rather than remaining on the drawing board. But unfortunately, a lot of Age of Sigmar factions are like that, sadly. So. There's quite a few others that could do with a bit of extra love as well, so... Now, I'm going to assume the Ogre Mage is what we were here for, so I'm gonna head back to the exit now. Pretty much every faction, actually, I would say, arguably in AOS, except for, like... Well, Chaos, which includes Skaven, Stormcast, and Lumineth. I guess arguably Cities of Sigmar. Every other faction except for them is kind of limited.
We're watching you, scum.
Oh wow. Have we even been in this bit before? Oh hello, it's the Blushing Mermaid. I don't think we've been in this bit of the city before. We're on the other side of this wall I couldn't figure out how to get to. Hello, Deacon, by the way. Yeah, thank you very much for the 31 months of service, man. Thank you, Viconia. I think we've hit the reputation sweet spot because we're getting... Oh, wait, no, that's Viconia talking to Dine here, I think. Never mind. I assumed they were talking to Dudley. They're not. How egocentric of me. AOS, they definitely spent too much time focusing on Stormcast and not expanding the other factions. Well, you know how it is. Like they are the Space Marines of Age of Sigmar. they have to have their equal attention cake every time someone else gets something. But yeah, I mean, in an ideal world, every faction would be just as fleshed out as Stormcast are. But it's not an ideal world, tragically.
Grant me one request.
I don't dislike Stormcast entirely. I think they're cool enough, I guess, as a concept. I like the newer sculpts a lot more than the old ones. And the old ones looked a bit too Space Marine-y, whereas the new ones actually look like fantasy dudes in armor, which is much better. But I have to admit, yeah, a lot of the other factions in Age of Sigmar are so much more interesting to me. Oh, wait, it's the wrong place entirely. What are we doing?
All that matters.
Get out. We need to go this way. Yeah, I haven't had a look at any of those previews yet, actually, with the new Oryx stuff. I should really check that out. I kind of like the Iron Jaws a little bit. I think that the default scheme, you know, with the bright yellow armor that they do, I think that's pants. I really don't like the actual, like, official heavy metal scheme for them. But I've seen people paint up Iron Jaws in, like, you know, bare metal armor and made them look really dark and grungy, like Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings, and they look sick. So if I was going to collect some, I'd definitely paint them up that way.
We shall see. I am a man of my destiny or not.
Right. It's good to see you again. How have things gone? We learned that an ogre mage holed up in the sewers was responsible for all the disappearances. He had several carrion crawlers that would steal out at night to carry off random victims. The crawlers used their hapless prey as food, while the ogre mage took any valuables they might have. You've done a good job and earned your bonus in full. Do you have any of the items possessed by the ogre's victims? I'm sure their families would like to have something to remember their loved ones. We know for a fact that the Sashin Star family lost a daughter to those creatures. She had a signet ring, a ring inset with a ruby. There's a part of me that's very tempted to pocket it. But no, I'll hand it over. We're feeling nice today. Yes, we did. We'll happily return it. Thank you for your honesty. I'll throw in a 3,000 gold bonus for the return of the items. Anyway, I'm going to need some people to do some investigating of the Iron Throne. I'm just going to finish up some paperwork, and then I'll be just outside the main doors of the Flaming Fist compound. If you wish to discuss the Iron Throne, come talk to me there. Okay. Where's he going? Let's follow him. Uh-oh. What's your business here? We're here to see Scar. Been told to expect you. He's either just down the hall or outside the entrance. He's been waiting for someone to talk to you. Yep. So he's gone up the stairs, eh? Yeah, I know, right, Master Matt. I think the Flaming Fist might be a little smidge overfunded, if you ask me.
Let's waste no time.
Get a huge grant from the Baldur's Gate government, and then they use the money to basically just do nothing, and then pay it out as a small portion of it out to adventurers as a reward for doing the jobs they're supposed to be doing. I mean, it all seems very corrupt to me. Where is he then? Is he outside here and I just walked straight past him? Oh, there. Yeah, there he is. Okay.
I am a man of my word.
Hello, Dudley. I have another job for you. This one involves a group you have dealt with in the past, the Iron Throne. Duke Elton himself wishes to speak to you about this. Will you come with me? Of course, we'll come, especially if we have an audience with the Grand Duke. Just follow me. I'll take you to the Flaming Fist compound. The Grand Duke is waiting for us. So we come outside to go straight back in again and whatever. Whatever.
I am a man of my word.
Let me introduce you to Grand Duke Elton, one of the Lords of the City, commander of the Flaming Fist, and member of the Lord's Alliance. Ooh, the Lord's Alliance. That's a phrase I've not heard in a long time. That's a name I've not heard in a long time. Haven't heard anyone talk about the old Lord's Alliance? It's never went to Knights. Obviously, I know this game came first, but I mean, that's the last time I heard about it myself, playing games. Never mind. I am glad to see that you have come. I know that such a meeting is unusual, but in these circumstances it is necessary. I would first ask what involvement you have had with the merchant society known as the Iron Throne. The Iron Throne? Who are they? We have learned that they are involved in a plot that threatens the stability of your city. From what I've been told, you have been quite a thorn in the side of the Iron Throne. I'm interested in you because of the obvious hatred that they hold for you. Their recent activities have been brought to my attention, and I am very dubious about the intent of the throne. I think it is far too easy to blame the recent caravan raids and iron shortage on the Zentarim. Though the evidence does point to them, they do not have much to profit, while the Iron Throne has everything to gain. I have much to concern me right now, especially with tension rising between our city and the nation of Arm. Unfortunately, my hands are tied. I can't act against the Iron Throne until I have hard evidence of their wrongdoing. That's, of course, where you come in. I need a small group of spies to break into the Iron Throne headquarters and see if they can find any proof of the Throne's involvement with the caravan raids. If you do this for me, you'll be paid extremely well. 2,000 gold to divide among yourselves. What is your answer? So we don't have a warrant to search the place. Let's just pay some adventurers to break in and start killing everybody until they find something. Oh my god, the Forgotten Realms is a deeply fucked up place. Right. 2,000 gold. Consider us hired. You have made a wise decision. It is a difficult mission that I give you, but I am sure that you have the wherewithal to make it through. Return and report to me once you feel you have enough information to use against the Iron Throne. We'll be back as soon as possible.
Lead in the morning. It would be better.
Grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
Never thought I'd see Dudley ally with the Flaming Fist. Yes, I know, right?
That's what's important.
Sold out to the feds. Once again, wrong building. What is wrong with me?
Many.
We shall see. Destined or not.
What time is it? About 4:30. We've got a while to go yet.
Let's waste no time.
Here we are. All right.
No time to chit-chat.
Out, away, fly while you can. There be madness here, and I can stand it no longer. Calm down and explain yourself, good sir, that I may understand you better. Calm down, while Saravok's acolytes practice their magic cacophony above me. I dare say not, stranger. I dare say not at all. Saravok, you say? You missed all these good FMVs because you didn't install the mod for them. Yeah, it's a shame they got cut out of the enhanced edition. Who the devil is this?
Hey,
Welcome to the Iron Throne Citadel. Could you please state what business brings you here? I don't think Dudley's up for this kind of subterfuge. I would give you these 200 gold. Would you not ask any questions and just let us in? We don't have any questions. Come on in. I'd like to just go berserk and start killing, but we're a kind. It was very much implied that we should not do that. He said spies, not hired killers.
Lead in the morning. It will be better.
And pay straight from the treasury. But they must surely like have to set aside a portion of the treasury every year in the budget, you know, for adventurer rewards at this point, right? I mean, that's just something when you're a sovereign ruling over a nation or a city or whatever in the Forgotten Realms. That's just like that's part of your budget for every year. You're gonna have to set aside some of the tax money for throwing it at adventurers. Which of course means that adventurers are kind of like pseudo-public sector employees. So no wonder like you go into taverns and people get fucking annoyed with you because they're like, I pay your salary, you adventuring bastard. Yeah, I know that's a thing in Cormyr, in the Forgotten Realms. Like in Cormyr, there is actually a whole thing about like adventurers have to pay taxes and they need a license to be able to do adventuring and whatnot. So, which is quite funny. Anyway, this Dratan guy. Where do you think you're going? The 5th floor. Saravok asked us to deliver an important message to his acolytes. Better you than me. Working with that crowd can be downright creepy some days. Creepy? How do you mean? I've seen people go up there with one face and come back down with another. I don't know how else to say it. I've got a keen eye for faces, I do, and I think them people going up and down know it too, because one time one of them caught me looking at him and he winked right at me, and he changed the colours of his left eye right as I was watching him. It started out a chocolate brown, but then it went all quicksilver for a moment, like the mercury the mages play with, and then he was gone and out the door, laughing his high-pitched laugh. That is creepy. I definitely don't want to have anyone copy me. I'm the only one allowed to be Imoen after all. Yeah, one of you is more than enough. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Who are these people? Competition of the Iron Throne. Mostly members of the Seven Sons Trading Costa or the Merchants League. They've both been attempting to negotiate a tentative peace between the different economic powers in the city. I fear it's not peace they're finding, however. At least not the type they came looking for. Something's going on upstairs, and I'd rather not think about what it could be. Should be the Dopplegangers, wouldn't it? Anything to loot in here? Doesn't look like it.
No one, not even you, will remember if we were good men or bad.
Hello, person in a hood. Wait a moment. Could you please tell me where I could find Realtar? It's important that I speak to him. I've been given the runaround too long. Realtar's damned son, Saravok, seems to think he's in charge here. We must ask for a name before we go telling the whereabouts of the Iron Throne higher-ups. I'm Norturi, and your Iron Throne high-up answers to me. I've just arrived from Selgaunt in Sembia. The council wishes to know how things are faring. Now tell me where I can find Realtar. Realtar's in the upper offices at the moment. If you go up there, I'm sure you'll catch him. Good. Finally, I get a straight answer. Bye. Oh God, there's more people coming at us.
I should have joined the army.
You there, what are you doing here? I don't recognize you. How about you just take this 100 gold and look the other way? We're looking the other way now. Get out of here. Marvelous. What's the use of all this gold if you can't use it on a few bribes, right?
Don't give me any lip, peasant. Do you know who I am?
At last! Someone who looks like they could be of some assistance. The assorted boobs and dimwits around here have been of very little help. I'm afraid you've mistaken us for someone else. I'm Dimwit and this is my good friend Boob. And behind me you'll find Brainless and Moron. How do you do? My apologies. I have a tendency of coming across a bit gruff. It comes with the title of Chief Negotiator for the Grand Dukes, I'm afraid. You may call me Emissary Tar. Now, please, if we could start over. Where may I find the stairs to the 5th floor, as it seems I have lost them entirely? Yeah, please, whatever your business there may be, I urge you to reconsider. I have a bad sense about this place and would worry for your safety there. How foolishly chivalrous of you, but I can take care of myself, thank you very much. Besides, I have an iron treaty to negotiate with Thaldorn, and the Grand Dukes would hardly be pleased if I abandoned such an important duty for the likes of you now, would they? If you insist on being as much of a boob and a dimwit as the others, I shall find the silly stairs on my own. What is the collective noun for boobs? I feel like it should be bushel.
Grant me one request. Grant me revenge.
You have a bartender. Interesting.
You want some whiskey?
Hi there, mate. Don't recognise you, which is strange considering I know everyone here at the Iron Throne. Well, you tell me who you are. None of your business. Certainly is my business. I don't think you belong here. Intruders! We have intruders in the tower!
Enough.
Crap. Never mind, our cover's blown. And I actually seriously took a reputation hit from that. Really? That feels unfair.
This group could do with a swift kick in the morals.
Where did we last save? I think I probably saved before I came up here, right? Before I went up the stairs. That would have been the smart thing to do. Also, Yeslik is leveled up, and I totally missed that. Right, good. That's that done.
What pleases you, Crom?
What are you?
Yeah, decreased by 4. It was no small amount, was it? Do you know, you're gonna laugh, but I completely forgot that Yeslik was a cleric. I totally forgot he was a cleric. I thought he was a fighter. Yeah, anyway.
Let's waste no time.
You need only ask.
That means he's got new spells. Or should do. Guess not. Oh, he must have leveled up in fighter.
Tell me what I must do.
Come, let's leave this place.
What you want?
Hello, you must be the city negotiators. Let me see on the list here. Emissary Tar, right? On time, and a pleasure to meet you. My name is Destus Gurn, Assistant Chief Accountant for the Iron Throne's operations on the Sword Coast. Now, just a quick briefing on our negotiation procedures before you head on up the stairs. Thaldorn will be accompanied by a board of 6 Iron Throne advisors sent to us from abroad. Zalimar Cloudwolf, Gardush Naman, Diab, Asim, and Ally. All of them quite respectable men and eager to meet you. We also have a 7th member on that board today, a Mr. Lyle Espejo. He is there to ensure that things go smoothly in this time of transition. As for the agenda, yes. On the agenda, as you well know, are a discussion for our current offer regarding iron prices and some notes regarding the output of the new mines we've acquired. Preceding all of that, however, Mr. Espejo would like to have a few words with you about the positive change in dynamism, economic and otherwise, that he has been witness to in his recent travels through the Sword Coast region. I do not doubt that you will find it interesting, but I have taken enough of your time. Please proceed upstairs so that the negotiations may begin. Everyone rubs her head. I'm getting a headache listening to this guy. I thought we left all those boring lectures at Candlekeep. Eh? Dudley dumbing his way through this bureaucratic system, I know, right?
Fear my wrath, for it is great indeed.
Who dares intrude upon our negotiations? I would say I'm Emissary Tar, but I'm pretty sure I can see Emissary Tar right there. But I suppose we'll give it a try anyway. My name is Emissary Tar. I'm here to negotiate an iron treaty with Thaldorn on behalf of the Grand Dukes. How many Emissary Tars do we have now? 3? Fool, Miss Tar stands right before you and she was just leaving. Weren't you, my dear? Honestly, this has gone on long enough. Certainly a little coin? No, fuck this. And who are you to say so? I've crushed all those before you. Those before us were fools, as you are. Those before us were weak, as you are. Those before us were not Zalimar, or Gardush, or Naman, or Diab, or Asim, or Alai. Those before us are dead, as you will be. So it has been decreed. So it shall be done. So ordered Saravok. So say we all. Yo, fireball.
Not yet.
Cool one, son. You need something?
Okay, I shouldn't have moved in after throwing the fireball, but never mind. Oh no, who just died? It was Dinah here.
No! You will be avenged!
Let's waste no time.
Alright then, let's try that again. Okay, Vicky got slightly fried there, but other than that, she's not too bad. You get another fireball right down at the back there.
What do you want? Come, let's leave this place.
Oh my god. Okay, they're deliberately trying to snipe Dinah here, and that's extremely annoying.
Let's waste no time.
Would you guys hurry the fuck up? Seriously, come on.
Fear my wrath, for it is great indeed.
As directed.
If it's because like she's closest to them or something at the start, and that's why they're going after her, I really don't know. Fucking hell. Let's try the other stairs.
I care not.
What do you want?
Everybody, just stay out of fireball range, please.
They wish my ear.
Tell me what I must do.
People. Right, Dudley, I need you to get over there and start squishing mages. Thank you. Although, unfortunately, I think he's been hit with rigid thinking or something, so never mind. Wow, you managed to score a hit on Viconia? That doesn't happen every day. Dudley's about to die. Well, that was far more successful than before.
Let's waste no time.
You know what? Yeah, we're in buff territory, aren't we? We are in time to actually use our buffing spells territory for once. Could try silence, I suppose, once we get up there. That's an option.
Night Singer.
A bit of haste certainly wouldn't hurt, would it? And strength on Dinah here. I don't know if that will actually help because she's using strength for 1 already, and I don't remember exactly what that does.
What do you want?
Let's fucking go!
Do they wish my ear?
Fireball. Wait, no, do you have silence? No, it's Yeslig that's got silence. Oh my god, did you see how fast Dudley moves? Oh my god! Where is that goddamn mage? There he is. Whee!
Grant me one request.
Go, Dudley, go!
Grant me revenge.
Night Singer, give me power.
He's like the fucking Flash, I love it.
Grangeddon's might be with us.
Oh, I love the pandemonium that ensues after you use fear on someone. Always a giggle. Can we please trap one of these guys and finish? Oh my god. Come on, people. This is getting silly. Everyone's gone melee again, has she? Oh, yes, she has. How did that happen? Can you explain yourself, Imogen? Ah, she ran out of arrows. Well, that'll do it, I suppose.
It is, and it always will be.
Finally pinned him down, everybody. Well then, that's a big pile of loot.
They're called.
Oh, I'm getting a little
Viconia, Minsk and Boo noticed that many boots chased after you. Boo can defend you. I request not additional protection from round-ear vermin. Begone, Jaluk! I entrusted myself to Shah. She alone is my strength. And Dudley, of course, but I would not apply for help from a hamster. I alone, that's just the thing. See, there are 2 of Minsk and Boo, and only 1 diner here to defend against foes. We need to take others under our protective wings. That sounds wrong. Protective paws! Boo needs his Dajema task set to him. I assure you, protective paws? Are you mad? Oh, why am I even asking? The man holds a hamster in higher esteem than a Jalil. Well, the boots are for kicking, and, well, hand and paws are just what keep those in need of protection behind our heroic backs. So no harm will come to them. I do not trust your kind. I have received naught but misery and humiliation from humans. Why should you protect me? Because you are a nice gal and cannot wield a sword if your life depended on it. Well, not a real sword like mine at any rate. Phew. I can wield a real and a flail, human. I promise I shall use it to crush your little vermin if you dare place him behind him. Ah, such a spirited gal our Verconia is, right, Boo? She's a good gal. She just does not know of it. We will make a ranger out of her yet. Yes, Boo, you can guard her from afar. Right. We got some inventory sorting to do, haven't we? Verconia, you can hold all the shinies. Enjoy. They're yours now. I should have really gotten this stuff like identified before even coming here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm absolutely half-arsing the game at this stage. Like a champ. What's that? Antidote. I'll have it, I suppose. Damn it, inventory's full again. Oh, it's just dispel magic. I suppose we can put that in the slot for now. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. We can put that in there. That might be useful. Can you stack these? No. Right, grab that. That wand. Potion. We've got a medium shield that's magic that might be useful. I don't really think I care quite so much about the mace, halberd, or warhammer, though. Honestly. Maybe that helmet, though.
You point, I punch.
Oh, we've got other stuff as well, apparently. Oil of fiery burning, that's always a giggle. What's that? Ring, yeah. Oh, that's just a regular old helmet. It's not even a magical one. However, I guess it might look cool on Dudley, so we'll have it anyway.
All that matters is that 2 stood against many.
Tempted to just walk out of this place, get my stuff identified, and clear out my inventory before coming back to proceed more, but it would be just so very weird from a story point of view.
You need something?
There's a note on the ground. I will check. Hold on.
What you want?
Oh, everyone's leveled up. By Jove. Oh, hello. Yeah, there's a scroll.
I must sleep.
Oh, and quite a lot of us are tired as well, apparently. Did not prep for this place very well, did I? I have a task for you and those you've selected. You, the first of the faithful, are to stand ground in my stead. Be assured that I would not belittle your devotion with simple guard duty. This chore is of particular interest to me, and thus to you. Dudley has become as a thorn in my side. I wish it removed. Do so, and you shall please me greatly. Such is your charge. Do not fail in this, Saravok. Shall copy that and toss it in the waste paper bin.
Tell me what I must do.
Let's waste no time.
Hello, Nosy.
Hello. I don't want any trouble.
What are you doing here? Get out of this building before I call the guards. We can't do that until you answer some questions. You're here to kill me, aren't you? You can't kill me. Do you know who I am? I'm Baldur, one of the leaders of the Iron Throne. Where can we find documents that will implicate your organization for its involvement with the bandit raids and iron shortage? Tell me or die! Please, don't hurt me. You can find everything you need with Realtar. He's the true leader of the operation. He always carries everything on his person. Am I free to go? Oh, we might actually need that scroll now I think about it. If you tell us where, if you tell us where the leaders of the Iron Throne are located, we might let you go free. The other leaders, Brunos and Realtar, they're at the Candlekeep, they're at Candlekeep, attending some business with some benefactors from the south. Will you let me go now, please? Candlekeep? Yet more aimless trekking across the countryside then. Please let me go. Alright, you're free to go. Probably a mistake, that, really.
Oh, I'm getting a little sleepy.
Oh, here we go. We got some letters. Father, I received your letter and I can assure you that the mercenaries led by Dudley will no longer trouble our operations. I have dealt with them personally. Before dying, they were most forthcoming in their revelations. It is as you had surmised. They were agents of the Zentarum. I'm also writing to tell you that I cannot attend the meeting at Candlekeep. Some problems have arisen with the Chill and the Black Talons. They have had trouble working with one another, and I am needed there to smooth over any dissension. I am sorry that I will not be at your side. Saravok. Realtar, my superiors are intrigued by a proposal. I would like to discuss it further, but not through correspondence such as this. The Harpers and Zents have been very active in this region of late. It would be very unfortunate if they tried to disrupt an alliance between our two organizations. If you, Brunos and Thaldorn, were to meet us within the safety of Candlekeep, my superiors would be much relieved. Please send a response ASAP. Tooth.
Not yet. Come, let's leave this place.
Okay, that's probably what we're looking for. And this is the top floor. There's nothing much else left here. So let's get out. Oh, was I looking through Viconia's spells earlier? That was silly of me.
I care not.
Alright, I'll sort that out. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, level up. Hide in oh my god, yeah, no wonder she's crap at hiding in shadows. 15. There we go. Ah, then Yeslik, my friend. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This looks, yeah, this makes way more sense. Okay. Drop her Holy Might. And level 3. Cure medium wounds. There we go.
It is, and it always will be.
What is the riddle of steel? If I don't
Lead in the morning, it will be better.
You missed Branwen. Maybe too a little bit. Yeslik's been very quiet recently. I like Yeslik a lot, but he hasn't really said much lately.
Grant me revenge.
Magic does not nest well in a tired mind. I must sleep.
That's what's important.
Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
All that matters.
Oh no.
Two stood against many.
Hello there, friends. May I have a word? Relax, I'm not here to hurt you, even though I'm shouting at you as I always do. I know you've been attacked at almost every turn, but I am an ally, true and sure. Oh, this guy's named. Exactly the tale I would expect an enemy in disguise to spin. Beware, Dudley. What do you want, friend? I've no time for idle chatter. I find your manner displeasing, though I suppose it has been your trials that have made you this way. I am an aide of Scars. His instructions were to follow you and see that you don't get into more trouble than you're worth. You seem to be capable of handling yourself, but I still think you would benefit from a visit to the Flaming Fist headquarters. Oh, it's another NPC telling us to go to there, even though we've already been there multiple times. Alright. Whatever. Yeah, okay, cool. I serve the Flaming Fist.
We shall see. Destiny or not.
Whee! It's like he's got roller skates on. I love it. Ugh.
Let's waste no time.
That's not Scar, is it? No. Scar wears blue.
Come, let's leave this place.
Well, that's Duke Elton. I guess you'll do.
Greetings, taxpayers. I am Duke Elton, commander of the Flaming Fist.
Greetings, taxpayers! I'll have to remember that line. Right. I thought we had some incriminating evidence. I thought I picked up those scrolls. I guess they're not good enough? Don't you see the exact same yawn as the guards? There you go. You just mention it and you summon it. Alright, well, we know that any incriminating evidence would be found with Realtard, the overall leader of the Iron Throne in Baldur's Gate. He's currently supposed to be at Candlekeep on some sort of business. Then there is only one thing to do. Travel to Candlekeep and learn what they're doing there. Whatever it is, it can't bode well for the fortunes of this city. Take this book. Without it, the Keeper of the Portal won't allow you entrance into the library. Here also is the reward money that I had promised you. Oh my god, what's happening?
Your journey has come full circle. Duke Elton has asked that you travel back to Candlekeep, where you must spy on the leaders of the Iron Throne. While it troubles you that such evil men now make use of the Great Library, and you wish the circumstances of your visit would be different, it will still be a pleasure to return to your former home.
Alright. Oh, and we're just instantly transported here, huh? That's kind of inconvenient. But alright. Can I rest here before we do anything else? Oh, more dreams. Barely hear you over the damn seagulls, narrator, dude.
A flood that pours across the fields and forests. An ocean that floats you to the world's edge and threatens to cascade off into the void. This blood seems a frightening thing. A massive force that sweeps away all resistance. As a whole, it is a monster that cannot be stopped. Were it to be viewed from on high, it would seem to cover the entire world in its red, black embrace. You, however, do not have such a lofty perch. From within the deluge, you can see it does not move as one, but is filled with currents, eddies, and undertows. Pockets of calm afford breathing space, whilst violent whirlpools threaten to rend limb from limb. Ultimately, it seems undirected, and lacks a driving will, a quality you have in abundance. You may be caught within, but sufficient determination can shape what you need to survive. There are still options open, still choices to be made. As the tide presses forward, you steer as you wish, atop a ship called Persistence, and under sails made of resolve. A sudden and deliberate wave puts an end to your course, and to the dream. It would seem that the flood does have some will, and took offense to your enjoying the ride.
Deliciously gruesome. And I believe Dudders has just acquired another power, right? I forget that he has these. But he can cure light wounds, do horror, and slow poison now, which is actually super useful. Right, so Baldur's Gate veterans out there. I know it's a bit silly story-wise, but would it be okay if I were to just fuck off right now back to Baldur's Gate or to wherever to identify my items and sell them and just do whatever? Or is there some sort of time-sensitive thing here? Okay, it is fine. Alright, brilliant. Because that's what I'm going to do. We can come back to Candlekeep later. Let's go straight to the Temple of Lathander, I suppose. Get our shiz identified here and decide what we want to do with it all. This is main quest content. There are no timers with these. Alright, fair enough. Good to know. Start playing a Bethesda game.
What is the riddle of steel?
Don't touch me.
If I don't know it, he will cast me out of Valhalla and laugh at me. That's Crumb.
Alright. Let's identify O'Clock. Alright, Ilmata himself enchanted this shield upon seeing a young squire's willingness to endure untold agony for the well-being of his mount. During a excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, that is the sneeze from the very start of the stream that did not want to make its presence felt. Finally! Gosh, that one's been annoying me for ages. Finally got it out of the way. Anyway, where was I? Something about a squire. During a fierce battle between a human cavalry division and a hobgoblin horde, the young man was sent out for reinforcements. He was beset by a cascade of arrows that nearly blocked out the sun. And so he fought in the shade. No, and he knew that even if he avoided the arrows himself, should his horse fall, he would surely be doomed. With his shield and body, he positioned himself to take the brunt of the onslaught and was mortally wounded for it. His horse remained unscathed, allowing for their escape. His body was carried back to the nearest town where he was resurrected from death. I was like, oh, he gave his life to save his horse, and I was like, no, actually, he was being really smart, and he knew that if the horse carried him to the next town, then someone would just cast raise dead on him. That's sort of that's kind of a funny little twist in the end of the tale there, frankly. Armor class +2, an extra +4 versus missile attacks. And then we've got the scimitar or shamshir. It looks like just a +1 scimitar. Amulet of protection +1. The protector, the royal guard of King Pyronan, ruler of Impiltur, were given the protector as an honorary show of status. Unfortunately, members of the guard had trouble coming to a consensus amongst themselves as to whom the amulet should go. After years of internal hostility, the item was lost and the guards replaced by less greedy individuals. +1 to your saving throws and armor class. And then we got a wand. Stun target. Cool. I think we already had one of those. The fabled nymph cloak is renowned for its ability to increase the charisma of even the most surly dwarf. Oh, we had one of those in Neverwinter Nights. In the Shadows of Undrentide Let's Play, we had a nymph cloak and it did exactly that. Yeah, it gave you a big charisma bonus. I remember that. A Cormyrian noble hoping to make her politically convenient marriage more palatable apparently went to great expense to obtain one for herself and another for her husband. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think any of us here really needs a charisma buff, but it's there, I suppose. And I guess Dudley isn't wearing a cloak, so he can have it. Book of Ancient Knowledge, right? Yeah, that's for the Candlekeep guys. Don't think we need these anymore. Sorry, frog in my throat there. The Protector. Gorian's Amulet. Oh, yes, we got this from Immerwin, didn't we? It won't stack, will it, with our ring? So who should we give this to, then? Look at you with your -5. AC. Vigonia. Let's give it to Minsk. Okay. Let's give it to Yeslik. There we are. Shield of the Falling Stars. Who would benefit from this then? Maybe you, Yeslik? Right now you've got a large shield +1. This would be a little bit of an improvement, mostly against missile attacks, not much else. But you can use it anyway. Anyone with a yellow highlight can benefit. Is that how it works? Oh, I see. Gotcha. Alright, anyway.
What do you want? That's what's important.
Oh, hang on a minute. Anyone else got any unidentified act? Well, there's plenty, as a matter of fact. I only did the items Dudley had. I forgot the rest. Ring of Free Action. This ring was given to the reef scavenger and hunter known as Edventar by a group of aquatic elves along his friends. His help in routing the pirate queen Yanandra of Dambrath was instrumental in their survival, though Yanandra continues to be feared anywhere the water meets land. Whereas immune to everything magical and otherwise that affects mobility in any way. This includes haste and slow spells. I have a feeling I know who I'm giving that to. Let's see, the possessor of the wand can discharge 6 bolts of Art of Lightning bolt wand. In other words, I don't really want to use it, frankly. Oh, Dudley. Yes, you need never be paralyzed again, my friend. Although, actually... Okay, now I'm curious. Will that negate his awesome boots? It does! Okay, let's not give it to Dudley then. That's kind of annoying, actually. It makes sense, but it irritates me. I don't want to really give this to anyone, because I like using haste. It's bloody useful. I guess we'll keep it in our back pocket in case we come up against something that can paralyze us very easily, but, yeah.
We shall see.
Look at me littering in the temple, just dropping scrolls on the floor. No boots of blinding speed exploit here, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming, yeah, because I can't put on the boots after putting on the ring. Yeah, no, that wouldn't work. Wait a minute. Still got to identify the other stuff. God damn it! God damn it! Everyone back in the temple. Bad at video games, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just bad at video games. I don't know why you're all here watching, frankly.
Lead in the morning.
I suck. No, I didn't mean to. See, I can't even click the right dialogue option today. I can't do anything right. Oh, that's a Wonder Magic Missile. Don't even have to check that. And then we got these. Armor class was +1 versus slashing attacks. It's a Knave's Robe, apparently. And +1 save versus death. The braces... Oh, they're just those ones that give you AC 7. Then we got a Flame Strike wand. That's pretty cool. And then a shield with armor class +2. This is a cleric wand, isn't it? Yes. Wand of the Heavens.
It is, and it always grant me one request.
Do you think we want to do Durleg's Tower? I don't know when the best time to do Durleg's Tower is. I don't know what level is everybody right now. Level 6 for Dudley, 6 for Minsk, 4 and 5 for Yaslik, 6 for Ticonia. Imwin's level 7, Dynahere's level 5. And your thief has a shitload of detect trap skill.
All that matters is that two stood against many.
She doesn't really, but that's never stopped us before, really. So. I'm gonna go with friendly arm just because I know I can sell almost anything here.
I don't know it, he will cast me out of Valhalla and laugh at me. That's Crumb.
To be honest with you, I like being a little bit over-leveled, generally speaking, because it means I don't have to actually use my brain very much for most fights. Occasionally, I'll just get my ass kicked 3 times in a row and be like, "Oh wait, yeah, I should probably buff," and then it destroy the enemy completely. So I ain't playing this game for the tactical challenge. When I get around to playing Baldur's Gate 3,
Destined you or not.
I may honestly end up playing it on story mode.
My inn is open to all who behave themselves.
I don't mind, little diminutive friend. I have things to sell you. Not that I really need the money at this point, but I would like the inventory space. I guess I'll keep one wand of lightning in case we really need it for some reason.
Baldur pleases you.
Let's waste no time.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Actually, let's just rest here at the inn.
In the morning.
I've noticed that Vicky's looking a bit tired. But Dave, don't you want to smash your head against a fight for 30 minutes? Maybe if we're playing Dark Souls, but not this game. I don't think I'm ever going to want to play this game like that because I just don't have the mental capacity to memorize every spell in the game. You know? It's not like playing KOTOR. Like, it's for example, just to pluck an example out of my head, because I know KOTOR has a few fights in it that I had to really reattempt multiple times to beat them, in the way that you're kind of talking about. But you look at an RPG like Knights of the Old Republic, and it is like way dumbed down in terms of systems and depth compared to this game. And so, therefore, it's more on my level of intellect to deal with. But this game is just too much, man. I got the manual right here. Check it out. I have the manual, and it has a huge section that's all spells. It's all fucking spells. And in not so much maybe in this first game, but in Baldur's Gate 2, magic, it's just, you live and die by it. And it's actually, for years, I kind of hated Baldur's Gate 2 because I found every single fight to be a massive ball ache because I didn't really understand most of the magic involved. I do wonder sometimes if I'll have a similar problem with Baldur's Gate 3, but I do understand 5th edition D&D a lot better than I do AD&D, so I'm hoping that ain't going to be the case.
What do you want? Grant me one request.
5e is much more friendly. I mean, it has been in my experience, although that is very limited experience playing at very low level.
That's what's important.
Whee! Look at it go. I'd say it, but it's not really that hard. There's too many other options available, and it can be overwhelming. I mean, that you can say that about a lot of things, though. Really, you know, like it's like when I do when I stream Microsoft Flight Simulator, and people are like, "How the fuck can you possibly understand what all of these switches and buttons do?" And my answer typically is almost exactly the same. It's like, actually, 90% of the switches and buttons in this plane's cockpit you never need to interact with. They're not there for you. They're there for the engineers, and if you're having a really bad day, you don't need to use any of them. But it just looks horrifying because there's so many of them. It's the same thing going on there, but it doesn't take away from the fact that actually, you know, it took quite a while to learn which of those millions of switches are the ones you actually need. So, if you were living back in the 1990s when this game came out, and you had your manual in hand, and you were still a kid basically, so you had all the time in the world to get to grips with this and play this game multiple times through, experiment with all of the different systems and stuff available. Probably fucking excellent, really. These days, though, I'm older. I don't have as much free time. My attention span is a lot shorter, and I'm just kind of getting through this game because I want the story, and I want to be able to say that I've completed Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and really getting to grips with and learning the AD&D second edition systems to their fullest extent is not really on the menu for me. That's not what I'm here for, admittedly. So, right, what are we doing next then? What do we want to do? People are saying Durlag's Tower might not be a bad idea right now, and I'm inclined to kind of maybe sort of agree with you. I don't think I want to go to Firewine Bridge just because I remember the pathfinding in those ruins being an absolute nightmare, and I don't really need to. Don't need that in my life right now. So we might skip that. Don't actually remember where Durlag's Tower is, though. I think isn't it out here somewhere? This sort of area, or am I misremembering that entirely? Big old map. Is it not on the coast? I didn't think it was on the coast. I recommend heading to Olgoth's Beard because there is a quest for Durlag's Tower. Alright, fair enough. Olgoth's Beard it is then.
You have been waylaid by enemies.
Oh, suddenly wild dogs. We're playing Stalker, everybody.
Tell me what I must do.
I'd quite like to play a bit of Stalker again, actually. Having just literally said that, that reminds me. I still have Anomaly installed, and I've still barely played it because I kept saying to myself, I'll stream this at some point. Oh my god, right, okay, Olgoth's Beard is like expansion content, right? It's Tales of the Sword Coast, isn't it? And so we've got a big wall of text down here at the bottom upon arriving. The village of Olgoth's Beard lies on the banks of the river Chionthar, just upstream from Baldur's Gate and the open sea beyond. This farm-dotted countryside is usually a peaceful haven from the turmoil of the Sword Coast, although of late the same cannot be said of Olgoth's Beard itself. The simple fishing village has become the source of many a rumour in recent days. Rumours of an ancient cult risen again, unsubstantiated tales of a murderous creature stalking the night, and talk of strange goings-on in the House of Chandelar, the powerful and eccentric mage who makes his home in the normally sleepy village. You've also heard with certainty that tours of the fabled Durlag's Tower operate from Olgoth's Beard, and that it is truly a place where adventurers can test their mettle. Perhaps such a test will better prepare you to fight the darkness that threatens to destroy the Sword Coast and you with it.
We shall see, destiny or not.
So we have lots of people to talk to, and I am going to call it for there, folks. It's 5:30. It's a little earlier than I meant to stop, but this... Sometimes you just reach an excellent stopping point. And this is one of those. So... And we're not in that much of a rush. I mean, I kind of, like I said, I do kind of want to get on and play Baldur's Gate 3, but we're going to be streaming more of this tomorrow anyway. And there's so much of this to get through that, I mean, we're not going to be playing Baldur's Gate anytime soon. Baldur's Gate 3 anytime soon, I mean. So we might as well just take our time. So... Sorry, I'm just checking the chat in case I missed anything. You're quite welcome, Clinker Kraut. So yeah, I've just saved the game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Later in the evening, usually on Saturdays, though. So we'll start around this sort of time, actually. Tomorrow is the usual plan. And yeah, we'll continue. We'll have a poke around Ulgoth's beard and try and get this quest to go to Durlag's Tower. Should be fun. Should be fun. And then, you know, once we're done farting around with that, I suppose we'll head to Candlekeep and continue main questing, of which apparently there's not that much left. So, and that'll be good. I'm kind of getting a little done with Baldur's Gate 1 at this point. I feel like I've seen most of what there is to see in Baldur's Gate 1. It's kind of been fun. It's interesting. It's nice. It's whatever. But I am feeling like I'm coming to the conclusion now as we draw closer to the end of the game that I definitely like Baldur's Gate 2 more, and I'm rather keen to get on with Baldur's Gate 2. We are going to have a go at Siege of Dragonspear, though. And from what I've been told about it, I should hopefully enjoy it, because Siege of Dragonspear is apparently very Icewind Dale-y, and I like Icewind Dale. So hopefully I will enjoy Siege of Dragonspear, then we'll move on to Baldur's Gate 2. And I've played a fair chunk of Baldur's Gate 2. I've never beaten it, but I played a chunk of it, and it was pretty good. So, I am definitely looking forward to get back to that again. But this time with a character who has been through BG1. And so we've got all that baggage and story behind us and what have you. And sense of investment, I think, in the story as well. So, and then it'll be thrown a barn after that, obviously, as well. And then that'll be it. We'll have completed the saga. So, that's the plan going forward, ladies and gentlemen. More of this tomorrow. And, Morrowind on Sunday, of course, before I forget. Yeah, more Tamriel Rebuilt Morrowind stuffs on Sunday. Can't remember what on earth we were doing in Morrowind when we left off last time. I think it was... I think we finally managed to find the Legion garrison in Rothrorin, didn't we? And we're going to actually do some Legion quests again. I'm pretty sure that's what we were doing. So anyway. And then Planescape and Icewind Dale 1 and 2. Probably not for a while, but actually, yes, I would like to take a crack at Planescape on the channel. I'm warming up to that idea, because the thing with Planescape is it's going to involve me reading out a fuckload of dialogue. But as we get through Baldur's Gate and I have to read out lots of dialogue, I'm kind of getting used to the idea. And I think by the time we're done with this, my dialogue reading skills might have leveled up enough for me to be able to try and tackle Planescape. So, because I do kind of love Planescape, Tom, and it is just a wonderful, wonderful game. Its world engages me in a way that Baldur's Gate doesn't. Like, I really enjoy just exploring in Planescape in a way that I don't in this game. So, we'll talk about that another time, though. Planescape Torment's fucking great, though. It's pretty darn good. So, not to mention the instant hit of nostalgia I get every time I hear the mortuary background music when I start a new game. But anyway, day 999 for asking for Hordes of the Underdark. You'll get Hordes of the Underdark eventually one day, but it'll be on YouTube. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do more Neverwinter Nights on YouTube eventually at some point. It's just a question of finding a hole in the schedule, and you know, that's hard these days. There's a lot of stuff coming out that's kind of relevant to the channel that I actually want to be playing and doing things with. So, looking at you, Starfield. Looking at you, Total War Pharaoh. Looking at you, Baldur's Gate 3. So, yeah. Right. We're done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go raid somebody. There is nobody to raid. Very good. That makes things easier, doesn't it? Imagine there'll be some Pharaoh streams. Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll be streaming plenty of Total War Pharaoh. And if I like the game enough, I will probably quite happily do a full-blown, you know, story narrative-based YouTube series of it too. You know, Rome 2 style. So, I have high hopes for Pharaoh. I genuinely do. I think hopefully it's going to be a really, really entertaining game. I am entirely prepared for those hopes to be completely dashed, because you never can tell with Creative Assembly, but I am hoping it lives up to my expectations. I feel like sometimes I'm the only goddamn person on the planet who's actually excited about Pharaoh, because everyone else seems to be bloody complaining about it all the time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Bring on October. Should be fun. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave you now, and probably go get some exercise, actually. That'd be a good idea. And then sort some dinner, and then probably play a whole bunch of Starfield. I'll level with you. That's probably my plan. And I am in the weird position of being able to say that actually it's for a good cause and it's kind of sort of for my job, because I've decided that before I do a Starfield Let's Play on YouTube, I want to at least beat the main quest of the game on my own first, so that I get a plan in my head for how I'm going to structure an LP. Because I originally was going to just LP the game totally blind, and then I realized that actually I really didn't like the idea of doing that at all. Because when you look back at my other Let's Plays I've done in the past of Oblivion and Skyrim and Morrowind, I did all of them with a actual plan and structure in mind for exactly which quest lines I was going to do and in which order and how so on and so forth. And I can't do that with Starfield at the minute, because I don't even know, like, I have no idea what happens in the main quest. I don't even know what all the joinable factions are yet. And also still am trying to learn a lot of the game systems, like, you know, the finer nuances of shipbuilding. I still haven't interacted with outposts, like, at all. That's a whole thing I need to do. Starfield's a gigantic game. It has a lot going on in it compared to your average Bethesda game. There's a lot to learn before I decide to tackle it as a YouTube series, I think. So, yeah, I am going to be playing more Starfield this evening, even though actually I'd probably rather be doing something else. I have to admit, not that I'm not enjoying Starfield, it's just actually I would quite like to sit down and watch some Netflix instead, but I feel like I should crack on with the Starfield main story and stuff. Every time I've played the game recently, I've just been running around scanning planets and exploring and not actually making any damn progress, so anyway, I'm rambling. But it's because we don't have anyone to raid, so I'm just sitting here, like, vaguely entertaining you for a few minutes before we go. So, just sort of double checking. Is there anybody to raid? Is it just the raid menu being bugged out or something? No, there really is nobody. I thought maybe at least Variax might be streaming. Never mind. You only found out yesterday you could charge up the mining laser? I didn't know you could do that. God damn, I keep learning new things. Anyway, you need knowledge of the game to build a good character. Yeah, exactly. Knowledge of the game and its systems and everything, and also of the lore too, actually. It's easy with the Elder Scrolls, because I've known the Elder Scrolls lore for ages, and same goes with Fallout, but Starfield is a all brand new universe with brand new lore that I still have barely, like, learned any of. So yeah, that's a thing too, really. Before you want to do a role-playing LP, you kind of need to know how the world works, don't you, I suppose, to an extent. So, that's something as well. Anyway, yeah, I think we're done here. If you've been watching this on YouTube, you've been listening to me prattle on here at the end of the video. I appreciate you listening to me prattling on at the end of the video, even though it's of questionable value to you. But anyway, I'll read your comments over on YouTube later when this goes up. And as for the rest of you, I will see you tomorrow, if you're able to, for more of this. Baldur's Gate, I mean. Well, there'll be more of me prattling on in front of the starting soon screen, because there always is, but more Baldur's Gate as well. So, yeah, have a good one, everybody. Toodaloo.